Welcome to the first weekly recap of the season. My name is Sai. 12 matches were played this week, first of which took place on Wednesday, not even 48 hours after the draft, and both these teams are already eager to play their match. The Alaskan Salmon take on the Match Time Dreamers. The Salmon had 73.33% of the pick'em votes to only 26.67% for the Dreamers, but it's the Salmon who will still be dreaming of their first win, as it's the Match Time Dreamers getting the win here and the big upset. Dynamac was absolutely incredible as he dropped nearly 180 limbs in just 2 maps. The rookie January also had a very good showing. Match MVP goes to the captain Mistletoe as he showed his hero flexibility and had a huge immo field to win a crucial fight.
Have the Orisa ult. Tommy looking to get aggressive, does get a pull and the Death Blossom, but doesn't find anything. The Immor, great Immor for Mistletoe 18.
Match 2 happening the next day where the unemployed Ender Dragons face the Tulua Toucanets, with the pick'ems being perfectly split 50% for each team, and it's the Toucanets winning this one in a map 5 victory. Good looks for both teams. Epic Shock is truly John Ball as advertised. The Ender Dragons were down for Everkinde, so I'd like to see how they look on their other lineups. But both teams being a consensus top 5 team and very close match, and it's Epic Shock winning the MVP.
Damage out from Toucanets here. Minefield comes a big Epic Shock, 4 kills.
Match 3 showcased the Super Saiyans in a dominant 3-0 victory over the Spurt Syndromers. 87.88% of people having the Saiyans winning. I think Carson for the Syndromers looked really good, but the Saiyans team overall played very well. Greg, especially on that Lucio, was doing too much, and for that he was awarded match MVP.
Does hit it onto Altair, beat up from Greg though, just to keep the Sigma alive for a little bit longer. Not enough to keep him alive for the whole fight though. Carson so low, does get taken out by Greg. So maybe Super Saiyan's not quite done in this fight yet. Corey could get a fall down, and Jamal with the Death Blossom, last chance. Not going to be able to get it done, and it is going to be the full hold for the Super Saiyans.
There were 6 matches played on Saturday, the first of which being the Shattered Island Skylanders versus the Kokomo Keyblade Masters, a very close match in which the Keyblade Masters won in map 5. Only 15.15% of the pick'ems had the Skylanders winning, and boy was that close. Even though the Skylanders lost, I think this is a big step forward as not many people had this team very high, but a nice showing week 1 against maybe a top 10 team and proving that they are right there with them. Maybe people gotta stop sleeping on this team. This Keyblade Masters team has a lot of off-rolling, but I think it looks solid, and with time I can see this being a very good team. The match MVP going to Silvertals as the Czar was very oppressive.
It's in a rush, but you'll take that for the grab and grab out from Silvertals in response here.
These beats are the purest.
And that should be a quick fight there for the side of the Keyblade Masters. I think it was, even though it was a really big grab on the side.
Second match on Saturday featured the Copenhagen Cats and the Chi-Town Chillers, where it's the Chillers getting their first win, 3-1 to absolutely nobody's surprise, as 100% of the pick'em votes went to the Chillers. Finn for the Chillers was dominating the Cats backline. Rue and Void for the Cats were showing off the Zardetta, both players being very good at each respective hero, so no surprise it worked so well. But this Chillers team played so well, and it was Spicy getting the MVP as he won all his maps, and the Cats just had no answer to his diva, and he also looked good on the Emery. Next up is the Seattle Speedsters versus the Rakis Armadillos. The pick'ems were 75% in favor of the Speedsters winning, and winning they did. 3-1 victory for the Speedsters. Shout out to Panini with the solo prod stream. This match was a very fun watch, and I think everyone should go back to watch the VOD on Panini's Twitch. Marmello is too clean. I would almost go as far to say Doom might be meta, hot take. Guy with the face is clearly a smurf and needs to be investigated at admins. His monkey was just too good. Also forcing the C9 to prevent full cap, while NA caster Panini being all tapped out and completely missing it.
Okay. No way. Visor should clean up.
Dammaster was very dominant, as you'd expect from your #1 overall pick, reigning Rookie of the Year, and next up League MVP, but loses all respect as he pulls out the Evil Hog, and just because of that, here are 2 more clips.
Contestable before. Oh my god, that's a crazy punch! Wait!
Anyway, it is the Gold Smurf guy with the face winning MVP, and just give this guy Mr. Relevant already. The Adamant Adams versus the Big City Blockheads have their turn, as it's the Blockheads winning 3-2, as the pick'ems were very close on this one, 56.67% of which predicted the Blockheads to win. Both teams looked very good and felt like they were just trading fights back and forth. Jonah Farr looked very good, maybe Neptune could take some notes. Even though I think anyone for this Blockheads team could reasonably win match MVP here, it's gonna be Rasa this time, as his cast was just so consistent, pumping out numbers and farming high noons.
Blade, and they're gonna have noon. They're gonna have a lot.
Fnatic once again caught out by the flashbang of Rasa. It's a blade from Dronafry, but Rasa on the other side of the fight gets another. Austin does shut down the blade, but Rasa once again 3K from the Cassidy.
This next game was the only game not to get any stream. The Bergamo Basilisks won 3-1 against the Spaded Aces in another match in which the consensus was split on who wins. 54.54% had the Basilisks and 45.46% had the Aces. Aces were down their best player in Voyager and didn't look that great. Hopefully next week they can bounce back. The Nort Logic Hazard IRL, sorry Spicy, is going to be your match MVP. The things he did on Esper was inspirational. I was pretty low on the teams who only have one tank on their legal roster, as Nort is the literally only one sign up on tank. But if you want a low SR tank to be your only tank, you're gonna want to choose the Nort Logic. He also got to play Junker Queen and looked good on it too, so I know Nort was just having a good time. The final match of Saturday is the Oregon Ogerpon losing to the Deal Sealers in 3. The Deal Sealers, whose team I've been saying wrong this whole time, looks scary good. I think many people disagree on the placement of this team. Some have them very high, some have them very low. Hopefully after this performance, they'll prove their spot towards the top of the PR. 51.52% had the Steelers winning, and 48.48% had Ogerpon winning. Difference of only one vote. That one vote must snowball. Or had a ton of DC issues, which to be fair, put the Ogerpon at a massive disadvantage. But even so, I still really like what I saw from the Seal Dealers. Deal Sealers? The Seal team. The Ogerpon pulled out the Cat Bastion back from the dead, and we've seen what work on Cat can do, but maybe don't put another life in the hands of the guy who's been DCing multiple times a map. The MVP of this match belongs to Fluff Nuggets, who looks very good on that tank role, playing the poke, playing the run it down comp, playing the brawl. I'm not very familiar with Fluff Nuggets, but he opens up with a very strong performance week 1.
It's online now. SLP on the left angle.
War's dead.
just getting hard to
They're
go.
just killing Wolf and War.
They just don't get support ults back.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait a minute. Love Nuggets. Noticing.
Finds 4.
Finds 5.
On Sunday, there were 2 matches. The horizontal Hoopoes take on the Styx Ferrymen, who is probably viewed as the best team in the league. So this match for the Hoopoes is a very tall hill to climb. And too tall the hill was, as the Ferrymen take their first win of the season 3-0. 90.91% of people taking the Ferrymen to win as well. But do not let the score make you think that this game was a roll or was boring. So much happened during this, and I genuinely had so much fun watching these maps and some fights multiple times. I've heard good things about this Knave and Devin Huge duo, and now I get to see it. Squid 86 was hitting fat 5-man shatters in a nail biter of a map.
What is he cooking?
Whoa, holy shit!
Oh my god.
We're drifting on people out here.
Both these final 2 maps were so close, and I think the Hoopos had a good chance of winning both, if not for Devin Huge. MVP for this match goes to the rookie, the Muffin Man. New to the game, yet still a big contributor to the team. The Muffin Man did exactly what they needed to and more. Had so many really good ults, turned so many fights, and I'm very impressed with how they played in their first ever Aurora match. I think the Hoopos are viewed as a bottom team, but they showed a real fight against probably one of, if not the best team in the league. So I have very high Hoopos for this team. The following match on Sunday was the hyped up Hylians versus the Gainesville Glup Shiddos. 93.55% of people had the Hylians winning. The Glup Shiddos took a big shit out of this match, as they really couldn't do anything about iToasty Toast. We've been glazing this man for far too long, and we finally get to see their first match in Aurora, and it was the iToasty Toast show. I asked Greg to sum up what happened because I wasn't able to watch the match until a few days after, and this is what he said. His Genji, I swear, looked like he was just playing Black Panther, and I remember whenever Prod had his POV, he was just spinning in circles between fights. He was really just having a good time. I think the Shiddos didn't look very good, but I think Whalefish still had a good showing. The Shiddos might be the Canadian cadavers too, and might go winless for a while, but have a second half resurgence going into playoffs. That's my prediction. And the one deserving of match MVP the most is who else but iToasty Toast.
Yeah, I think the other issues here is, at least after this map, it's the first time looking at the best seen for both these teams. So it's gonna, I don't actually think you can take the Zarmi versus Toasty Toast. You need to.
And the final match of week 1 was on Tuesday, even though that's technically week 2, but no pointed fingers on whose fault it was. But you know who you are. The Matsumoto Marshadows play the Karikite Iko Kitasans. The Marshadows unfortunately must wait another week for another attempt at winning their first match as the Kitasans win 3-1. 63.33% for the pick'ems had the Kitasan winning. This match felt like the Marshadows really could not stop the Riddle Ball.
Wrecking Ball, if Didn't even lands its
Oh
hook,
my God,
they're just
Slade
staying, they're doing Slade's one
Slade
HP,
goes
yeah, here
out.
comes the follow-up. They're just,
Riddle Ball
they've got
is on
nothing.
the roof.
This ball is doing too much work right now, and now we got someone off the map. It's gonna be Noah's Arc 64 or 94 is gonna be off the map. There they go. Eventually
Almost
here.
got back. Here's his TP gets forced early here.
Oh,
And
off the
did you
map
see
again. Ro got 2 moves to skip.
But has anyone cracked the code to stopping the Riddle Ball? I don't think so. Is the Riddle Ball even stoppable? I guess we'll never know. I think Didn't You See Me played well, and I think this Marshadows team have what it takes, but need to figure out what look is the best for them first. As one of which may be the worst C9 in Aurora Esports history.
1 HP, gets a nice bubble and a nice shot.
Oh, the card.
We are gonna find the Marshadows. I'm gonna find Nathan, and I'm gonna have a conversation with him about what his team is doing in the lobby.
Match MVP going to Ari/Riku/Marluxia/Smelly Fat Kid. He was going crazy on the Reaper on King's Row, hard carrying, and a big reason for the 4-minute hold. With all 12 Week 1 matches in the books, we have had our first look at every team, some good, some bad, some promising, some not so much. Here's a look at my picks for Week 1 Gems of the Week. With that, this has been your Week 1 recap. Good luck in all your matches this week, and I will see you next week.